Hello. I feel like a search party needs to be sent out for me. I've just disappeared off YouTube. But hello. This isn't good for viewer retention. So these are studies, and because I'm doing digital art classes now to get better, and so this is like the first assignment, and we just had to draw this whole sheet of references, and I just like to figure out where we stand at the start. And let me tell you, I've not done still life since being forced to in school during junior cert. So this is not usual for me, and especially digitally. I don't think I've ever done still life digitally, but I really wanted to try to like do this kind of style that's common digital art, where you're just using very simple shapes. And also, it was recommended that we also like just go black and white to start with. So the first one I started by using like a sketchy pencil, but with this one I wanted it to be more polished looking. So I just went and blocked out the basic shape and tried to get the silhouette well, and then you just kept layering on top. Like that is, you can see the reference. It's a very intimidating reference photo, but once you just start from the start and then just work up and then add those little details later, it gets a lot less intimidating. Like obviously the perspective that I've done, it's a bit off. The whole bag is a bit wonky looking for my one, but the level of detail sort of like distracts from that, and it's like, whoa, cool bag. I mean, guess anything you draw, if you compare it to the reference photo, it's never gonna look like as crisp as a reference photo. Also, with this, with the lantern, I did the same thing. Like I did the silhouette and carved it out. I sort of almost like threw down a bunch of black like a slab of clay, and then just started like whittling away and finding the negative space in order to draw it. And yeah, that I found that much easier anyway. And then just building it up. And I didn't use any of the smudge tool or like any blending out or anything. I just put like tones in between. I mean, just to save time, and also it looks cool. I prefer it when stuff isn't totally blended out. I think it looks better. Oh yeah, I don't know where the footage for the binoculars went, but here we are. Let me tell you, I was feeling so intimidated by this egg timer thing. Like it's glass, it's complicated, it's a cylinder on another thing. So yeah, I sketched this one. I guess it depends on the thing and how you're feeling about it. But then I blocked it out afterwards anyway. Tried to just get rid of all those sketch lines. I was really in this mood for a very clean look. So yeah, and you could see like I put lines up to try to get a feel for it too. I really ended up loving how this turned out, because once you lower the opacity of the sketch and just start finding the most important shapes, it cleans up really well. Doing these drawings also finally pushed me to figure out how to like have a reference image at the side when you're using Clip Studio Paint, because I kept seeing it in people's like videos and speed paints, but I was clueless. So here's a quick tutorial. So you're automatically in the section called Navigator, which is where we are now. Then you just need to click on Subview, and then you literally just drag and drop the image into it. It took me so long to realize how to do this, but you just go into Subview, and if it's set up like how it is automatically, then that's really easy. And then you can like eyedrop things without having to have it on your canvas too. I mean, I'm sure that works as well, but there's my little bit of knowledge. I'm sure most people already knew that, but I didn't. So hopefully if someone else was like me, and hopefully it was clear. If it wasn't, then like comment, or look up proper professional tutorials on Clip Studio Paint. Oh, I said that the hourglass thing was the hardest. No, this was the most intimidating, because animals are hard. Or maybe the real problem is that they're so soft. All these other things, those edges, you could tell what was what, but with this it's so much harder because it is a soft thing and all the structures underneath, and then it's got saggy skin. So I just tried to get the shape and then like chisel away. I guess it's the same process, but it felt trickier. I could not imagine trying to pencil sketch something like that. Do you like drawing animals? It's never been my thing. I've probably mentioned this before. And then like there's like I've got friends who are artists, and their favorite thing is animals. That's like, they feel uncomfortable drawing humans. I'm so opposite. Like, actually, I mean, to be fair, I do pet portraits for people, and I sell them, and they look good. But I'm drawing like directly from a reference, and it's usually their face or something, and it's very like solid, but yeah, it's hard to comprehend them. Though at the same time, it's sometimes hard to comprehend humans. Like, I've been trying to make animatics recently, and it is tricky. Here, let me show you an animatic that I made recently. Well, no, it's not an animatic. This is like my first time using the animation feature in Clip Studio Paint, and doing something where there's more frames. Like, I took a video myself, sort of doing this motion, and then just drew certain frames from the video. I didn't trace them. I was just trying to get an idea and get some practice in, without committing to a full animatic. That was a long ramble. Let me show you. Pretty cool, right? You know, it's heartbreaking. I got pretty trigger happy with my permanently deleting trash bin item thing, and deleted the file, the original file, and I wasn't finished with it. I could have like used that in an actual animatic, because I spent like all day on it, but I like, no good regretting stuff. You just gotta deal with it. And finally, this little self-portrait I did to practice my values and my shapes, because of the art class is another lesson. Here's the finished thing. Goodbye, thanks so much, subscribe. That monetization post is like decades away at the moment. Sleep well, get to bed if it's... just go to sleep, put your phone down. Slán.